Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Triaxx2. I'm just watching the quarry train leave. I just added a second redstone flux cart, and that will fully charge the capacitor there at the quarry out there, and it will completely empty this redstone flux loader. Hopefully this fully refills in between trips from the cart. Excuse me. If not, well, I can always boost the fluxo. Really, a fluxo. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm sorry, mildly distracted there. Yeah. So hopefully this will fully recharge by the time the train gets back. I have gone and managed to link up the warehouse here with my base. Oh, I know I did that. Link up the warehouse with my base. I've added 3 new compacting drawers, one for redstone, one for coal, and one for apatite of all things, because I found both a... It looks a lot like the diamond block texture. I found it just a massive... Okay, it's very similar, but it's not quite the same. Where's block of apatite on here? Right click that. There we go. That makes life better. So, oops, that's Twilight Forest. Anyway, I'm looking. I want to see how different they are. Okay, there's apatite and there's emerald, diamond. All right, they're pretty dissimilar. Anyway, I've gone ahead and set up a minecart that runs underneath my house and this entire beach over to the warehouse, and that allows me to right-click with any kind of Buildcraft compatible wrench, including the crowbar. Excuse me, and request basically anything that's in the warehouse, and then have it brought to me by train. I've also gone way off that way and built a processing center. It's a little far to show you, but I did it all off camera because it was suggested that maybe I was showing a little too much stuff on camera. Anyway, so my plan for today was actually to go ahead and construct, well, a better chainsaw. And if I go here and chainsaw, the next step up from our hardened chainsaw, which is here, is to the redstone chainsaw. And there's one minor difficulty with that. Well, one was that we were out of diamonds, but I went and... Oops. Let me go outside a minute. Wrong button. Was to go over here to, well, this part of the mountains and punch mining shafts. And it's just a 3x3 because I stood on the center block and used my hammer to mine down to bedrock, or lava, whichever came first. It was mostly lava. And that got me some more diamonds that I could use to get stuff going. But if I... Now this, however, requires it be put into a fluid transposer with 4,000 millibuckets of destabilized redstone, which is just 40 redstone. But we'll pull that out, and I have up here this set up for the crafting of the next redstone chainsaw. Signalum I actually did with the... where is it? Here, the alloy smelter recipe, because it's just a whole lot quicker. Oh, speaking of alloy smelter, I actually had to go up here and change this out to a... you can be up with the rolling machine. Changed it out to the Ender IO energy conduits because the Buildcraft ones were maxing out with the output from the magmatic dynamo. I also ran just conduit running down here to power the... Ooh, excuse me, it's the middle of the day, so I don't know why I'm yawning, but and it runs down and powers the local system. These are actually just two separate systems. I just put my chainsaw away for no good reason. It's back here. Yeah. These are two separate systems because when they were connected, anything that was coming out of the unloader there would immediately turn around and go back into the item loader there. So they had to be two separate systems, but anything stuck into this chest is very quickly spat out into the... And when I say very quickly, I mean this is using a Mark III extractor under there, so it will suck anything very quickly. So I can put... I think I have blocks of coal coke in the system. Yeah, let's check. Nope, but I have coal coke themselves, so if I take this and stick it in here, and stick it in there, it will very quickly turn up in that system as soon as the minecart gets back. Which doesn't really take too long. It's not a terribly long path, and I've got a lot of booster tracks. But come on, don't make a liar out of me. Oh, there it goes. It's wandered away. But once it gets there, it'll dump everything into the system, and then the system will suck all of it out. I actually like the fact that the little tooltip in logistics pipes shows off the... I think I have to hit refresh. No. I don't know why that's doing that. Anyway, we'll check it a little bit. Let's see, what was I... Ah, right. We need to... see. Magma Crucible. So if we grab our Magma Crucible, we need Invar gears, redstone reception coil, and a machine frame. Oh, and a leadstone energy cell. So let's grab... glass. We'll actually need two of the... We're going to need more glass. Alright, we'll request that. Lead will need 4. Redstone blocks, just 1. Just the 1, thank you. We'll need some iron. Because we'll need the 2 blocks. I'm going to grab a stack of a whole stack of sand. And so far we can grab... Oh, no. Grab this stuff. And we'll make our leadstone frame. It'll take it a minute to bring all the stuff necessary. We are gonna need some tin. We're gonna need, I think, 8 of those. Yep, because we'll need to make the gears. These are Invar gears. Oh, we don't have Invar. Oop. Invar over there, but Invar should be in this chest, I think. Oh, we only have 2. That's fine. We can take 4 ferrous and 8 iron will make us more than sufficient. Iron. Grab this, and this, and this. That will make us this. And because it's all been smelted up already, we can take iron and ferrous and tin and put them all together. And it'll make us our Invar gears and leave our everything else alone. I also picked up the Thumbcraft node because it kept generating the massive angry zombies. Excuse me. The massive angry zombies, and so I was slowly getting stomped on by them, and that was really frustrating. I've also very curiously discovered something useful. We'll put that way so I don't have to keep using it. The configurator. The configurator is from mechanism, and if you shift M changes the state. If you configure it into fluids, and shift right click a tank, yeah, it starts to glow, and that's because it's now in auto output mode. So you don't have to extract from a fluid tank. Shift M. Wrench mode will pick up most things, but it does not work on the logistics pipe there. So molten tin and 12 ingots of molten invar. So we actually only need. I don't remember. I think the gears can be remelted. So we'll just go ahead and make all 3 invar gears, and if not, well, I can probably make another magmatic dynamo at some point. But it's just quicker to get it out this way. And the rest of the stuff that I requested should be in the chest by the time I get finished with this. Oops. My headset's falling off. And let's see, did I get my sand? I did get my sand already. So one of the reasons I would like to move I'm working toward moving the Elite Smelting Factory out is this. Hear that noise? That noise gets really old really quickly. But if you set this to furnace only, this will make plain old regular glass. Oh, and I made a whole bunch of conduit binder. I thought I was gonna need more. Here, watch. Yeah, it just vanishes. I love the advanced Mark III extractors. And that should be enough to make our basic machine frames. Oh, I need my. Nope. Yep. Grab 2 of those. We will need. I should put that away rather than leaving it in my inventory to confuse me. Nope, we need 4 redstone. And grab 2 gold, and that will turn up shortly. Let's see, one of these can go here. One of them can go here. We'll also need our, hang on, magma crucible and our fluid transposer. Oh, that's okay. It's supposed to be doing that. Duh. All right, so we need copper gears, which means we'll need some copper. Okay, let's see. Crucible requires that. I'm not sure why this is being dumb about its insertion, but another brick should have. Yep, we have another brick. So sometimes the system will jam up a little bit, and the transposer needs a bucket, which we can. Oops. Iron. This is not the best way necessarily to do this, but it is. I find it more enjoyable than. Oops. Excuse me. Why are you not? Alright. Sometimes you have to break and replace this thing. I don't know quite why it does that, but You do have to right-click it with a wrench and put in the um, get a jetpack out of this. Yeah, I don't know why sometimes the thing gets jammed, but it does eventually get. Excuse me, I need a redstone. Thank you. We'll grab that. That can go there. I also need. I think I know what happened. I think that what happened is I ran out of space for conduit binder over here. No, it's still going. It's just going very slowly. Brilliant. I think I need to upgrade that to a faster extractor, but I think it may already be a gold one, which means I need a diamond on it. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and cut back as soon as I fix that, and then I will see you guys in a minute. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I did find out, so I did a little bit of work, and I'm pretty sure I got the system fixed so that now it behave itself. I still need to upgrade the extractor, but I'm pretty sure I still need to upgrade the extractor. Get some gold and some redstone, and have those brought to me. But it just took a little while before it cleared out, and then the system was able to bring the stuff to me. At least it keeps getting jammed in the unloader. I'm not quite sure why. I may have to force extract it if it continues to be a problem. If not, I can work around it if necessary. In fact, I may have. Oh, there we go. There's my. Thank you. I love the fact that it was changed so that this retains its programming and you can see what it was programmed to. It's in the miner's backpack. I haven't done these because we are going to need to program the processing train, which will go off to the processing center way off that way, which I'll show off eventually. I still have to make lighting for it. Lamps? No, just the lamp. Yeah, I don't really have a good light source. There's none of the Project Red lamps or Project Blue. Lantern, on the other hand, does give me both the fancy Bibliocraft lanterns as well as the Railcraft lanterns. Now, nether stone is nether blocks, which are nether brick that's been smelted. Now that's not actually a bad looking lantern. Do we have a brick lantern? No, we don't appear to have a brick lantern. I think the stone lantern. No, actually, the iron lantern. It looks like the iron lantern is gonna fit better. Yeah. So first, we need to go ahead and finish off the magma crucible. I need copper. Let's grab some copper. And we need 8 of those. Let's see. All this needs is these, and we can request. Let's see, 9, 27. So, you know what? We'll just request 40. send for 40 redstone. And while that's working, we'll get this melting. I did notice... Now, I've been using the smeltery to make obsidian, because it's quicker than mining it over there. I didn't realize that it was possible in here until I was looking to see if it were an automated way to do it besides the thing, the igneous extruder. And then what I noticed that I had this lever here, and I'd flip this lever and this would immediately start going, and then a moment later this would go. And then suddenly realized that it's because this lever was providing redstone signal to this faucet, which is kind of hilarious. Yep, we're all melted. This tank normally goes over here, but for the moment I needed it to get the lava and water in, because you can't, excuse me, right, you can't shift click it on, click directly on the Yep, brilliant. I am brilliant. Yes, I am. So we'll need these three things. Like you can in later versions. Later versions is the words I was trying to come up with. So if we take our magma crucible and stick it here, and our fluid transposer here, and the configuration should automatically... We do care about that. We don't care about that. Alright, so we need that, and we'll put that in there, and that will start melting, and we'll put that in there. And as soon as this has its 4,000 millibuckets, that will transpose into or turn into a filled redstone motor, or a functional redstone motor, I should say. So, chainsaw. To go up to the resident is even harder because... excuse me. It's this recipe, which isn't bad, except for the Enderium, which will always be a pain in the neck. And then I need gelid cryothium. Sorry. So, I don't really see any need for the saw. I don't even see a use for it. So, however, if we set this here, what we do need a redstone flux capacitor, which is a hardened flux, which is leadstone flux. Okay, so we need we have sulfur. We do have sulfur. We'll send for a sulfur. Oops, you gotta click on it. Copper. I think that was 2. Redstone is actually 3. You know what? This will make it easier. Okay. Oh, nope. We needed 1 copper, but that's fine. Lead we'll need 2 of. Let's see. And then to go harden, we'll need more Invar and tin, and more redstone. That's perfectly fine. We can get another. You know what? Let's just get our 6 redstone. We'll get our diamond, because we'll need that. We only need 1. Let's see. Invar is... Invar is here. We'll need a tin. And then this will need electrum, which we have here, and just the rest of that. So, let's grab the Invar here. I'll put the gear in there. Grab that. Oops. So if we do this, that should be... We're missing our lead. And this may have jammed again. Yeah, we'll use the diamond to punch through the wood. That's... hasn't jammed, so which means it simply hasn't brought it yet. Correct? No. Okay, I may have missed the. Fine. Let me go. There's my tin guy. Excuse me. Where's my lead? Thank you. I don't know why it's misbehaving. Why it misbehaves sometimes. It just decides it's going to go ahead and misbehave and. Right, so we'll just lay the recipe in. Because the only thing that changes is what is where. I do have electrum here. There we go. There's my lead. And it's now in the bag. Great. Brilliant. Yep. I is such a good Minecraft. I is so good at Minecrafting. Then this here. Then we need tin and our invar. That makes us hardened. Then the electrum and a diamond. I almost hesitate to find out what this is. Oh, right, the pyrotheum dust, yeah. Oops. So now, if we go upstairs and grab our motor, which should be done by now. Yes, it is. We take this, and I actually like the way this looks. Plug it in here, and now we have a redstone chainsaw. I don't know why it has that charge on it, since it's brand new and wasn't that much in either of those other things. But take this and stick it here, and now it will begin charging and eating through all the energy backlog we have accumulated. I really need a better power station, or to build a full power station. But again, we're waiting on diamonds. Apparently I tried to request shimmer leaf instead of lead. Well, that would explain why it never showed up. But this should be significantly faster than the old saw. We'll test it out in just a second. Go ahead and let it fully charge. I do need to build a wireless charger, but it's kind of expensive to... wireless chart. I have wireless lights. Ooh, I can use those in the... Yeah, it requires an ender resonator, which requires an enderman head, which requires enderman. And, yeah. So, oh, much faster. Right. So, yeah. I still have not found enough pearls to let me get to the nether. Or, not to the nether, the end. Excuse me. Right. Have not found it. Oh, I still had fish on me. But, yeah. I still have not found enough pearls to let me get to the end. I'm actually almost out, I think. Pearl. Yeah, I have one pearl left. And I need all 12, I think. I think it was all 12. So, I'm going to return to my off-camera... See if the train's back yet. I'm going to return to my off-camera state. I don't like doing things off-camera, but it's been pointed out more than once that doing stuff on camera is kind of boring. Excuse me. Thank you. I still have not figured out a better way to run the spawner over there. Essentially, if I need blaze rods, I try really hard not to need blaze rods. But yeah, so yeah. Basically at this point, I need lots of time. I need time to keep this running to make more tracks. I need... It's a very long distance from anywhere to anywhere. which is kind of the point. The whole point of this series is to take a very long time to do things. I like my long runners. We're on episode this should be episode 38 if I don't mess up something. This should be episode 38 and bumped headphones. This should be episode 38 and we're just finally start getting our quarry fully automated. I did find out that the flux loader there does recharge its full 4 million RF between the times that between the time that the train leaves and the time the train returns. If we go over here and look, it should be fully charged already. Yeah, it's fully charged up again. Which means we should be able to drag enough power there, and I'm not sure if I want to set up a system to bring items from the warehouse to the Thaumcraft area down there. I mean, that's an incredibly long trip, and unless I do a multi-locomotive train, it could take quite a while to actually get items down there. So if I end up find out that I need something, it may be quicker to take my private train and just race back up here and have things delivered and then go back. But this area here will be my train yard, and this will be where my private train is stored, where the trains that and where all the trains that we use come through. So the power train, the quarry train, everything will end up parked here if it's not in use. I do have to work out the signaling because I'm going to need signaling, and it's just a non-negotiable issue. I don't mind that. I actually enjoy playing with the signaling. I know it bores a lot of people and I'm going over time just here, but that's going to be my train area, so I'll be able to climb in my train, press a button, and go to my destination. I will actually set up a whole system where I can press one button and my train will automatically be given a ticket that will send it all the way out to, say, the processing center, and it'll drop me off where I can go and check and make sure everything's running and do maintenance, or it can take me out to my Thaumcraft area, or even the end portal. The end portal's in kind of an awkward spot, and like I said, I know I'm going over time, because I would have to cut off here. Well, it's not actually that far, now that I look at it. I'll probably use an ender rail and just teleport from my... Oh, it's farther than I thought. Yeah, okay. So what I'll do is build a dimensional transceiver and ender rail and teleport from my Thaumcraft base. Where is that? Fine. Yeah. I was build an ender rail and teleport from my Thaumcraft base to the end portal. But yeah, I could probably use an ender rail to teleport the minecart carrying stuff from there. Alright, way over time. See you guys in the next one.